Hello, is there anybody out there? Hello, is it just me? Mind it's Mother's Day tomorrow, isn't it, in America? So I would imagine I'll be on my own for quite a while. Who knows? Hello. One person's in the room, but nobody's talking to me yet. Two people are in the room, nobody's talking to me yet. Unless I've got the wrong chat up. No, there's still nobody talking to me. 3 people and nobody's talking to me. Oh dear. I shall just talk to myself till somebody says anything. Oh, hello, Lisa. At last somebody has broken the silence. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Connie. I thought I was going to be on my own again then. Hi, Karen. I'm quite well, actually, Connie, except, I'll be back, but we don't talk about that. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Kelly. We've got the other Kelly coming on tonight. She said she was coming on, so fingers crossed. Hope she does. Oh, the one behind me. Yes, that's my Granny Takes a Trip. Oh, hi, Crystalline. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Jill. Oh, what have I done? I've made me coffee and left it in the other room. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. It's all made, honestly. I've just left it in there for some strange reason. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Obviously not got my brain. It was all made and all ready, and I left it in the kitchen. Oh, 2 of your cup and saucer orders, Miguel. Oh, that's good. Yes. Yeah, that's my... I cheated, actually, when I did that. Cheated a bit. Let me turn it round so you can see it more. I didn't use all separate colours. It's the Granny Takes a Trip pattern. You can get it. It's a paid-for pattern where you can buy it on Ravelry. But I used... oh, what was it I used? I don't think it was the Riot. It was... it'll come back to me. But anyway, it was a multicoloured yarn. So I cheated. I didn't do all the different colours like you were supposed to. So there was hardly any stitching of ends in, which was good, yeah. I don't know if you watch Rose in the Philippines, but she always calls her ends, I've got to sew the spangles in. And it always makes me smile. Spangled. No, I didn't recently make it, actually, Miguel. No, I made it, probably a couple of years ago. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Ginger. Yeah, I made it. Yeah, I went to... where did I go and wear it? Oh, I wore it on the meetup that we all had in Manchester. So that's 2 years ago, probably. Kelly be able to tell me more. Oh, Zoe would, but she's in America. She's flying, catching the plane in about an hour as we speak. Well, I can't work on the blue cardigan because the ice order of blue didn't come in. So I started doing the grey cardigan. So I'm very naughty. I've got 2 projects on the go at once. So don't like me, but I can't help it. That's the one, Donna. Yes, Signet Boho Spirit. Yeah, couldn't remember what it was, but it saved me doing sewing all the little ends in, or spangles as Rose calls them. Yeah, I saw the photo, Miguel. Yes, it must be nice to meet people. Hi, Ian. Hi, Roseanne. You're crocheting hats. I'm crocheting a sleeves, allegedly so. But at the moment, I'm not doing anything. I'm still talking to you. Kelly promised to come on Ian. So hopefully we'll see you soon. Yeah. Who knows if we'll get Trev tonight? We don't know that, do we? Hi, Jeannie. Well, I got the washing dry today. Oh, it was so noisy. I was trying to make a video and the guy down the bottom garden was mowing. And he can't have picked up all the bits because it kept sounding like he hit bits of wood and everything. The mower was making the most dreadful noises. Like he was churning up pieces of wood. Oh, hi, TC. And I kept thinking, he'll stop in a minute, he'll stop. But no. But fortunately, as soon as I'd turned the video off, his dog started barking up a storm. So it would have been even worse if I hadn't to cut the video when I did. And I've no idea why the video cut itself into two. I didn't do that. I didn't even know it had done it until I came to upload the videos. I thought, well, I've got two videos. Oh, hi, Nathan. Hi, Wendy. Oh, that's good. Saving $4 is always good, Miguel. I'm happy when I save anything. Well, I was so lazy, I did my shopping online today. Food shopping, that is. And it got delivered about an hour ago, and half of it's put away and the other half of it isn't. I put away the things that needed to go in the fridge. But the stuff that... I'm not doing too bad, Nathan. I was going to iron on the decking, but my back went, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to sit down. So I just did a little bit of crochet instead. That mowing, he was so noisy, wasn't he? He doesn't usually. They charged, because it was weekend, they charged me £4.50 for delivery. But it was worth it to me because I would have had to load up my scooter and drag it all the way down the road, and because my niece couldn't help me today. Hi there, Kelly. The gang's all here. We've got Nathan, we've got Miguel, we've got Ian, we've got everybody on here except Trev. He's not here. Well, that's probably about the same as £4.50, isn't it? Really, $6. $10 is a lot more, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, she's here, Ian. Kelly's here. Woo! She's not asleep yet. Oh, dear. Is that Hilda? H537 Hilda. Yeah, I think it may be Hilda. Anyway, hi. Whoever. If I've got it wrong, which I frequently do. I prefer this camera. Maybe it's the lighting, but I've not got as many crinkles. That HD video camera, it's really upsetting me. It's showing everything. I like them getting delivered, Donna, but I don't like having to put them in the cupboards. Because when my niece helps me, she usually helps me put them in the cupboards as well when she comes and does it. She's great, really. But it was family party time today. Hi, Michelle. And I didn't want to go, so. Oh, right, it's Hilda, is it? Yeah. I've got a cousin called Hilda. I haven't seen her for many, many years. Yeah. Oh, it is working great, Lynn, but it's very unflattering. I'm going to have to put it at the end of the garden, I think. So it doesn't show my face up so close. Wrinkles and all. I'm going to get one of those floating veil things, that they have these aging actresses have to put them over the lens to make you look a lot more glamorous. If you watch the adverts for, is it Helen Mirren? When she's advertising some face cream and they've got this like fuzzy focus on her. So, oh dear. I did find a necklace, one of my older ones. It's I lost it for absolutely months. And I was so happy when I found it because it was one of my favourites. Yeah. Hi Dee, how are you doing? Yeah, Vaseline over the lens. I could do with that. Have you noticed I've got bright light? My friend came, Tony, that used to be next door, came yesterday, and I said to him, I've got a job for you. And he went, what? And I gave him a light bulb. He said, it's not popped again, has it? I said, no. I said, I don't know what it was. I said, but it definitely wasn't 100 watt. I said, it was like the candle light. So we had a look at it, and he went, oh, yeah, you can see it's not 100 watt. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the big light on. Yeah. Peter Kay and I have got the big light on. For those of you in the US who've not heard of Peter Kay, because he's a Lancashire kind of comedian, and we have a big light in the middle of the room, but like a lot of people like subdued lighting, so whenever we want to do something, we always say put big light on. Yeah. Tony the World Traveller, yes, I'm trying to talk him into going away again. You have to excuse me, I'm getting hot. Oh, which is rare because I was cold before. Now I can't get my sweater off. It's actually, I put it in the dryer, which was a stupid thing to do, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, hi, Heidi's hangout. And it shrank. Well, that's my excuse anyway. Oh, yeah, met the neighbours. They're fine, yeah. I mean, Tony obviously doesn't like them, but because they were a bit horrible with him. But he was selling the house, wasn't he? But I've met them. They're a young couple. They seem very nice to me. But I can't get my jumper off. I'm stuck in my jumper. No, it's a long time ago, Nathan. It's not new. I'm stuck. My arms are stuck in my jumper. I knew the arms were tight. I'll be cold again before I get my jumper off, won't I? I should have pulled the sleeves down first because the sleeves were tight. You remember me making it, do you? Yeah. I'd forgotten what it was, but Donna remembered what yarn it was. I've got one arm out. Oh, dear me. No, the wrists are tight, and I'd pushed it up my arm. So that's why I couldn't get out of it. No, I made it out of some, I don't know what it was, this yarn. It's very cottony. It was on a cone. And I didn't have enough to do long sleeves, but I stupidly started them off as the short sleeves. So it's too tight at the bottom. And I can't undo it because I started with that single crochet. It wasn't done afterwards, if you know what I mean, so I can't undo it. Oh yeah, it's a nice green. I have some more yarn actually upstairs that's just a slightly darker shade of green, because this goes with a few of my dresses, so I do need this shade of green. But this, unless I wash it again and pull it out again, I was stupid putting it in the dryer, and it just, don't ever put cotton in the dryer. It shrivels up. It's that bit that's too tight, but I don't even have a scrap of yarn left, so I can't unpick it. And it was done as I started it off there. It isn't the end, it's the start. Ah, dear. And I don't want to put a different colour on it, so I'll have to wash it and stretch it if I can. Oh, I must be warm showing my arms. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, did you like this one? This is the one I lost, if you remember. You said I'd lost it. It was butterflies of blue and green. Yeah. I don't do any custom orders anymore now, Donna. I've stopped. Oh dear. Yeah, I decided about a few months ago to stop doing custom orders. It was making me feel ill. You know, people wanted a specific size, a specific this and whatever, and it was just getting to me. And you know, it was like on time limits and stuff like that. And I thought, no, I am not doing it anymore. I'm just going to crochet what I feel like crocheting. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So that's. Hi, Esther. Yes, the Queen has to approve the baby's name, but she probably wouldn't bother too much because he's only, what, about 8th or 9th in line to the throne, so he's very, very unlikely he'll ever be a king. Yeah. Oh, you finally made it to the park. Sham was taking G to the park, but she had this blinding headache. Between her and Kelly, you've cornered the market in headaches. I don't know. Yeah, he has to be approved, even though he's 7th in line, but it's very unlikely he'll ever be King Archie. Very unlikely. King Archie, no. He's not even called Archibald. He's called Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor. That's a name to go to bed with, yeah. Oh my goodness me. I know. I really feel better, Miguel, since I stopped doing any orders. It was just absolutely preying on my mind, yeah. You know, I just wanted to do other things and I couldn't do them because I had these orders to do. And, you know, people wanted specific colours. I was having to order things in when, oh, no, I'm happy. Whether I'll sell anything is another matter. I have sold a couple of things, but they were things I'd already made. I'm in the sort of market now for rephotographing a lot of my stuff that's in Etsy because the photographs weren't all that clever, and now I've got a nice camera that does details. Yeah. Yeah, I could see Harry having a go if she didn't like his name. I'm surprised, though, that they've not picked a traditional name, you know, like Arthur or something. And everybody's saying that Harrison is Harry's son. So I don't know whether that's true or whether they picked Harrison because of that. I hadn't thought of it that way. It was somebody on the TV said, oh, he chose it because it's Harry's son. Who knows? It's a cardigan, jacket, whatever you want to call it. It's got sleeves. It's a jacket. It's called Granny Takes a Trip. And it's a paid-for pattern that you'll find on Ravelry. But I didn't do it the same as the pattern because the pattern is a proper granny square, you know, with all different colours. And I did it in a rainbow wool. So I cheated. I've done it twice actually, but not for myself. In the proper granny squares and that. I did one all in like purples and dusty pinks for a friend of mine. Which way is better? This is easier. This is much, much easier. But you have to choose one with a short colour change. You can't do it in, you know, like a cake or anything because the colour changes would be too. No, it's my personal one. Yeah, my personal one, D. I've worn it many times. It's a bit fluffy, so I wouldn't sell it now. Yeah. Apparently Archie's a very up-and-coming middle-class name over here. I've not heard of many people called Archie, but yeah. No, I just put it there because I thought I'm fed up with not having anything to show you. I mean, I can't exactly hang up what I'm crocheting at the moment because it's Only got half a sleeve. It's only got half a sleeve. Where's it gone? So I can't exactly put that on a hanger, can I? And the blue cardigan, I haven't sewn it up. And I'm still waiting for the yarn for the sleeve. So we shall see what we shall see. Oh, you like the name Archie, do you? I mean, I think I said last week, I heard a little boy called Ambrose the other day. And I thought, oh, that's such an unusual name, Ambrose. I've not heard that for years. Yeah, well, they've got more freedom to choose what they want than, say, William had, William and Kate. They had to stick with a more traditional name because one day their son will be king, won't he? And it's an easy pattern, Marcia. The hardest bit is paying for the pattern. It's not a cheap pattern. I think it was about £6 or something like that. I can't remember who it's by, but it's called Granny Takes a Trip. She actually does two patterns. She does Granny Takes a Trip, and then she does the larger sized one. I think it says Granny Takes Another Trip or something like that, which is the bigger sizes. Oh, hi, Ethan. I need to write me patterns. You can make one. It's not hard at all. It's granny squares and 2 half squares, you know, for that neck there. And then you just go around it with the pattern. Yeah, what I've done now is 1, 2, 3. I've done 1. You're working on a bubble stitch, Miguel Archie Bunker. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, he was called Archie, wasn't he? Cary Grant, yeah. It was kind of a very old-fashioned name. It's just suddenly become popular again. I think all the old names are coming back, aren't they? You know, all the Henrys and Harrys and the... I've not heard of any Wilfrids, though, yet. That was my uncle's name, Wilfrid. Yeah, all the old names. Yeah, have you found a pattern, Miguel? Yeah. I said before on my video, people are so lovely. They keep sending me all these links to knitted YouTube videos, asking me to like them and asking me to like knitting pages. And, you know, I hope you're not going to be offended, but I don't accept, because I have so many videos to watch anyway that knitting isn't one of my passions. So, you know, I say no. We've got a little Chloe next door, yeah. The little boy's called Josh, I think, and the little girl's called well, Chloe. Yeah. I don't mind if people who crochet do throw in a bit of knitting as well. But when they go over to the dark side and they start knitting socks all the time, then they lose my interest, yeah. Well, the granny square works up quickly if you're doing it in the one colour. I mean, these look like they're in multicolours, but they're just done in one colour, basically. Obviously, it takes longer doing them in different colours because you have to keep, you know, joining yarns on. Oh, buffering. 3 crystals. There was 2 Janets in my school, 2. And the other Janet lived across the road from me. So there was 2 Janets kind of on one road, yeah. And I was sewing the ends, and it's a nightmare. The first one I did was all ends. It took me about 2 weeks to sew the ends in because I kept getting fed up and putting it down. Yeah, Theodore and Harold. My uncles were all given short names. They were never, like we had a Harry, but he wasn't called Henry, he was called Harry. And we had a Fred, but he wasn't Frederick. He was, oh, excuse me, darling, but he was just Fred. And my grandma never gave him the long names, if you know what I mean. I've got a cousin called Olivia. Yeah, my dad was called John, and when he was young, people used to come to the front door, and they say, "Is Jack in?" Because Jack's like a shortened version of John where I live. My grandma would say no, so nobody called Jack lives here. And then my dad would say, "Who was at the door?" And she used to say, "Somebody who doesn't know you very well because they asked for Jack." And oh yeah, I know. There's a couple of people who've got very, very dark videos, and you can't see them. Oh, hi, Jen. Thank you very much. Yeah, hope we'll have a good weekend, everybody. Yeah. I'll see you later. One of my great grandbabies is called Asthma. Yeah, we've got a baby across the road called Connie. Yeah. My great nephew is a Joseph, but you call him Joe, of course. I wanted to call, if I had a girl, Joanna, but it was J-O hyphen A-double-N-A was how I wanted to spell it. And everybody was like, "Oh, no, no." I said, "No, I want it to be called Joanna." And of course, my husband vetoed it. So I was lay there in labour, and they said, "What's the baby's name?" And I said, "Well, if it's a boy, it's Ian." And they said, "What if it's a girl?" I said, "It's got no name." And they said, "Well, you better lie there in labour and think of a girl's name, because we are refusing to put baby on the tag." Anyway, luckily he was a boy, so he was Ian. I went to school with a girl called Gertrude, but they used to call her Trudy. So Trudy didn't sound so bad. It never dawned on me for a long time what Trudy stood for, because it was Gertrude. Yeah. And her sister her sister had a really strange name. It'll come to me. Oh, the last thing, all I kept saying was, "I hope I'm having a boy." Because a girl would have. If your name is Shadrach, my first fiance's dad was called Shadrach. Why do I always get these Pinterest things when I'm talking? Yeah. Yeah, Shadrach's from the Bible, yeah. Yeah. As I said, my first fiance. Yeah, my grandparents were Janet on my dad's side and Elizabeth on my mum's. So that's why I got Janet Elizabeth. Oh, you're just Shad. Oh no, he was definitely Shadrach, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Beulah, yeah, that's an old fashioned name, isn't it? Beulah. Oh, you started dinner, right? We'll see you in a bit then, Crystal. I have got a snack. I've got my usual Pom Bears, and then I've got my Yorkie bar with raisins and biscuits. Yeah. My brother didn't want to call me anything. Oh, he just said he loves me or loves anybody. Yeah. Oh, they pick some really strange names now, don't they? The girl who came in the shop, she called her little girl Demelza. She was watching Poldark at the time. I mean, I think you can age your child, can't you, by calling them after a character or something on the TV. Yeah, hashtag. I think the registrar should stand in and say, you are not going to call your child after a whole football team. It's amazing how many people have done that. I mean, the football team changes every year. So you're giving that child a name of a football team that's like, so the year he was born, you know. Ugh. Hennessy. You're Lisa. Oh, God, my ex-husband. Oh, hi, Victoria. My ex-husband wanted to call, if we had a girl, Angela, after his ex-fiancée. So that went down very well with me. I'm like, no. He said, but I like the name Angela. I said, I don't care whether you like the name Angela or not. So we are not calling our baby after your ex-fiancée. Well, mine's not that hot, actually, but it's not freezing. Ah, dear. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Victoria. You said that. Choke them. Oh, dear. I'm saying hit the like button and it just shows I shouldn't blow my own trumpet. Oh, Denisha, yeah. Still, it's an unusual name. It's a nice name. I know a lot of babies don't have a name for absolutely ages. You know, because just trying to think what Trudy's sister was called. It was Trudy Dixon. The brother was called Gregor Dixon. Oh, are you going to keep the lizard, or was it dead when you brought it? Yeah. I can't think what the other girl was called. It's going to haunt me now. It's going to come back to me in the middle of the night. Christian was her other brother. She got Christian, Gregor. She was Truda. I can't think what her sister was called now. Oh, hi, Julie. Well, I have a long surname, so it was a bit awkward to, try to pair anything with it. Micheline. Why? I would have liked an unusual name. My grandma wasn't actually called Janet. My grandma was called Janet, which is Jennet. And my mum thought it was too old-fashioned, so she changed it to Janet. But I would much rather have been a Janet. More unusual, isn't it? I don't know where they got my brother's name from. He was a Colin. So I don't know where. I've got a piece of hair hanging down there. Oh, look at that. Where's it come from? It was funny on the other camera outside. I was trying to move a piece of hair and I kept going to the wrong side because it's like left instead of right on the camera outside, yeah. Oh, the lizard was dead. Oh dear. Yeah, my brother was Colin. And he was very upset because I had two names and he didn't. But if he'd been called after Grandad's, he would have been called Harvey on one side and Edward on the other side. But they were both, well, no, they were both alive when he was born, actually. But they didn't call him after Harvey or Edward. My dad's middle name is Edward. You got 81 skeins of yarn. Where did you go? Did you go creeping around the back door? Oh, hi, Sean. How's the headache? Feeling any better? Facebook Marketplace. I never look on there. Oh, don't ask. Your headache's not got any better. Oh, dearie me. Oh, everybody's got headaches. Luckily, I only get like what I call neck headaches. So you feel all floaty. I've never been on that marketplace. Oh, it's a posh name to go to bed with, isn't it? Shadhunter Holland. No, I've never been on. No, don't show me anything else I can get bargains on, Nathan. Yeah. No, I'm on Etsy and eBay and, oh, terrible I am every day. Yeah, you're on strong painkillers. I like that with tramadol. I cannot take tramadol. I'm away with the fairies on that. And then I have terrible bad dreams. Oh my goodness, I hope they don't put weight on your steroids. I was only on steroids about 2 weeks once and I put a stone on. Ooh, I'm not taking these things. I'd rather cough. Oof. Suddenly gone hot. Yeah, do you have bad dreams with tramadol? I can't take it. Oh, now I'm having a hot flash. I'm having a warm one. Right, you're putting the kids to bed, are you? Right, hopefully we may see you later then, Kelly. Oh, it's Granny Takes a Trip. But I didn't do it in proper granny squares. I cheated and I did it in like a rainbow. Oh. Oh, I'm so hot. I'm going to have to put my fan on in a minute. I'm burning up. Oh. Oh, I know, when they give you bad dreams, Kelly, it's awful, isn't it? I mean, mine were violent dreams, you know. All about, yeah, I'm having a hot flash. I did have the heating on, but it's not on now. I got really cold about 5 o'clock. So I I put the heat low and now, I mean, it's knocked off now, but I've just gone so hot. Probably the coffee. Oh, things give me itchy legs. A lot of drugs do. When I say drugs, by the way, people, I'm not talking about street drugs. I'm talking about, you know, prescribed GP drugs. I get really itchy legs with some of them, yeah. I always think of Frances. She called Frances Sidepool that lives in Alaska. She went down to live somewhere hot and then she couldn't stand it, so she went back to Alaska. I used to watch her videos where she was trudging through the snow, you know, going to the gym and things like that. Yeah, she was in Florida, now she's back in Alaska again, you know. She was having trouble with her back and her neck, wasn't she? I don't know whether she's got it sorted. It's been nice here today. It hasn't rained for a change. It was raining when I first got up, and I thought it was going to be a wet day, but by the time I'd had my breakfast and that, it was quite nice. That was why I ordered me food online. Another reason, because I hate getting soaking wet through on my scooter going food shopping. I'm coming back like a galleon in full sail with bags hanging off every arm, you know, hanging off the arms or whatever. Live a colourful life. I live a very boring life, actually. I really do, but I make my own. I like colour in my life. Yeah. Oh dear. You're wearing your woolly hat. Hi Jane. Have you been on before? I don't remember seeing you before. Hi. What am I working on now? I'm working on a cardigan. It's called the Envision cardigan. And I don't know why, but I got into such a muddle up when I was doing my increases on the way down. It's a Heidi May pattern. I think I was reading the pattern wrong. I'm sure it's not the pattern. I'm sure it was me. I just couldn't get me increases right. I'm sure it was me, Ian. I just could not get the count right. our oldie won't get that Harry Potter stuff. Oh, you're making one as well, are you, Ian? Yeah. I bet you didn't get yourself in a mess like I did with the increases. I bet you read the pattern right, didn't you? You did, yeah. See what I mean? I was watching TV, you know, Mrs. Know-It-All, yeah, clacking along. I mean, I did it first of all and didn't increase at the neck hole at all. And so then I had to pull it all back again. And then I started doing what I thought, which was, you know, increasing than that. And then I finished up with way too many stitches on. I don't mean a few too many, I mean way too many stitches. So I thought, I've done something wrong here. It's probably where you're increasing 3 and then you're increasing 2 and stuff like that. I think that's where I went wrong. I wasn't concentrated. No, it's not a mermaid tail. No, it was me. I just wasn't concentrated. I prefer the old patterns where they just tell you less than what this does. Are you making this cardigan as well, Ian? I saw the button-up one when, what's she called? I bought the pattern for the button-up one when, it's got a hood on it, actually. When Kendra, you know, off Happenstance Place was making it, yeah. Oh, this pattern was too wordy for me, Victoria, yeah. I think that's where I went wrong, because it had too many instructions. And it's also got so many sizes, because it goes from a little kiddie up to a big size adult. So, you know, you have to know what size you're doing anyway. And I kept going wrong on that. Kept forgetting which size I was making. Yeah, there's so many sizes out there, Ian. You don't know. I mean, I tried doing a yellow marker, but because it was printed off, you know, on my printer, when I put the yellow highlighter on it, it just came off, you know, made it all black instead. So I finished up having to put a circle around it. What am I crocheting? I'm crocheting the Envision cardigan by Heidi May. It's a paid for pattern on Ravelry. Yeah, this pattern goes from, oh, let me think. Goes from a baby kind of size. It goes from 1 to 2 years up to 4X, yeah. Yeah, I love a salad, but you feel hungry about an hour afterwards, don't you? I absolutely love a really, when I say a salad, I mean a really good salad. I don't mean just a bit of lettuce and tomato. I mean, you know, a proper salad with lots of ingredients. I only buy the sort of ready-made up salads, yeah. Oh, it's a lovely pattern now. I'm getting on it, going on it now, but it just set my eyes. And I was trying to get the sizes right, you know, for the yoke. It was just very confusing. Don't know how you felt, Ian, but it was very confusing with the increases and, you know, for the raglans and stuff. I'd got my markers in and everything, like they said, you know. Worked before the marker and do the 3 and then do the 2, and then somewhere along the line I went completely wrong. Hi, Penny. It's a grey. It's ice yarns. It's called. Oh, I don't look at my thumbs down. I've no idea, Elizabeth. They don't worry me. It's called Cotton Light Grey, and it's an ice yarn. No, don't particularly worry me, Elizabeth, if they do. Oh no, I couldn't stand them new gloves. They made my hands sweat. They're like really, really weird stuff. You know that, whatever. You know, that strange, wet, weird stuff. And they're so tight. They made all my hands sweat. So no, they've come off. Another of the bright ideas that didn't work. I have to try them, don't I? The Madeleine sweater and Libertas. That's a lot, Nathan. The subscription going up like that. Blimey. That's almost doubled. I'm fortunate in that usually my supermarket has them in, so I don't have to, do a subscription. I used to have a subscription from Newsstand, but when I pay £5.99 in the supermarket for it, it's £7 something. But that's with the postage when it comes, yeah. It's probably a year one, I would imagine, Ian. Still, it's a lot. I mean, if they want you to keep subscribing, they should let you have it at a slightly reduced rate, shouldn't they? You would think then at the supermarket. I mean, sometimes I have to buy it online because sometimes if it was for a year, it wouldn't be much, would it? Oh, that was me being silly. So sometimes I have to order one online, but then I have to pay £7.99 for it online. I've stopped me interweave crochet. Because there was never anything in it that I like anymore. I haven't got every one of them, Nathan, but I've got quite a few. I've been collecting them for a number of years, but I didn't do them like every month when I first started getting them. I only used to pick the ones that I liked, because in the old days you used to be able to look through on the newsstands. You used to be able to look at them, and but now with all these bags that they have around them, we can't look. You're like Kelly Miguel. She's lost a phone charger. One of them broke, and then she lost the other one, and then she lost the clip-off thing for a tripod. She lost that, so she had to get another one of that. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got amigurumi crackers. When you look at the new patterns on Ravelry, the new crochet patterns every day I look. Oh, hi, Denise. And they're all amigurumi. Amigurumi. And I'm thinking, oh, Annie's patterns are too dear, aren't they? What I don't like about Annie's is a lot of them have been in crochet magazines first. Yeah. I've got, is it Simply Crochet I've got today? Or yesterday I got it. No, it's Inside Crochet I got. And it's got that great big shawl in that's all full of, it's like, have you heard of that? She called Bompoly or something, where she does all these shawls and puts all these crochet flowers all over them. Well, there's one in the Inside Crochet, but they've gone overboard. I think they've gone really crazy with it. I like some of it, and it is something that I would make, yeah. But let me see if I can find it. How about that, girls? I don't like the big things there at the top. They're too overpowering, I think. I don't mind flowers on it, but I don't want those massive big butterfly things on it, yeah. It's way over the top with the butterflies. She called Polly or something. I think she's Polish or something. I like doing baby things, Denisha, but I can't sell them. And I don't have any babies to give them to anymore. I like things like that, though. I'm just a bit, you know. It's like the dress I've got on today. It's got all flounces down it. I didn't show it on the camera. Where's it gone? It's got all flounces down me. Can you see it or not? All flounces down my skirt, all the way down. And then, because it's short, I've got an underskirt underneath that's in maroon. So I love anything like this. All flouncy, flouncy. Yep. My elasticated. Why? Oh, where's my camera gone? Oh, it's there. I wonder why I was looking at my boobs. Oh, I love anything that's really flouncy. I've got a lot of what you would call a bit gothy as well. A lot of black things. Oh, I keep altering my camera now and it's not right. Got a lot of black with flounces and ribbons and things that are very, I wouldn't say goth, I'd say more steampunk in a way, yeah. I don't always wear them because I don't really suit black, but I just love it so much. I will have to start wearing them. Yeah, I've got a load of black dresses and all sorts of things. I've got jackets that have got ribbons and flounces and all sorts of things. You'd think I had a great, social life, wouldn't I? But I don't. But I like to dress up just for me. I don't dress up to go out and, show everybody else off. I'm just... Yeah, I had a brown dress on yesterday, but I don't feel me. My house is not particularly bright. My house is all sort of neutrally shade, yeah. But, oh, do you remember those hush puppy shoes? I used to hate those. If I ever had a date with a guy and he turned up in hush puppies, I used to think, no, hush puppies and brogues. No, I think yeah, I'm very sort of Stevie Nicks, with all sorts of things. Yes, you'll have to make the coffee, Brittany, because Zoe's mid-Atlantic, I think, as we speak. Yeah, tan suede hush puppies. Yeah. No, I think maybe I do the wrong collars or the wrong styles when I do baby things. A friend of mine always says to me, your stuff would sell a bomb if it was in the US. But of course, you see, I have to struggle because I compete against people who are in the US. And so, when I've added my postal costs on, it prices a lot of my things out of the market, yeah. So that's probably another reason why I don't sell anything. Sue's not got back into her crochet yet. She's still plagued with the puppy. My Addie's in the garage. It's just languishing in the garage. My Addies, both of my Addies, I've got both sizes of Addies. I mean, they're a heck of a lot more expensive than they were when I bought mine. Well, thank you, Victoria. Yeah, when I got mine, I think there was about £70, I think, my Addy. I think they're about 100 something now. I went mad using them when I got them, for of course. I made like loads of hats for the homeless and everything. Went cranky mad. I should get it out again, actually, because I've got so many oddments that I could make hats with. But I've lost my friend who used to take the hats down to the homeless for me. She used to make the most fantastic cupcakes, you know, with all the icing stuff on top. Great, they used to be gorgeous. But she went back to live in Australia because that's where she was from, yeah. Yeah, did you get a lot of I used to get quite a bit done when I used to go to these knit nights, yeah. I've never really made flat panels with my Addy in. I've just gone round and round in circles, yeah. Okay, Julie. I don't know why I've never fancied making. Well, you know me and blankets. You know, you might as well wash my mouth out with soap when you talk about blankets. And Addy is a circular knitting machine. Yeah, the tube scarves Margaret Hollander makes are great, aren't they? She makes them all, didn't she? She did the Nutcracker and she does snowmen and everything. I don't have the patience for blankets. I like the ones that, oh God, Canadian Crocheter makes. Those like the ones she makes with all her oddments. They're don't talk to me about knitting machines, Ian. I'm plagued with two massive ones in my dining room here that are gathering dust. I won't get rid of them because I keep saying I'm going to make them. Yeah, we've not seen Trevor for a couple of weeks, have we? Don't know where he is. He's probably sniffed the lure of the pub. Yeah, I like the Canadian Crocheter. She's great, isn't she? She doesn't. She's another one that doesn't sleep. How the heck she crochets as much as she does, I do not know. That girl, oh, honestly. Tell you what I haven't watched yet. The what's she called? Something senior. She lives in Kenya. She had this massive, massive ice order that was going to unwrap. Can't think of her name now. I think she lives in Kenya. She must crochet like the wind as well. Is it Krista? I'm not sure. Something Secret Yarnery. That's the one. Yeah. She got this massive, massive order from ice. Huge it was. I keep meaning to watch the video, you know, of her unboxing it. Yeah, I'm sure some of these people who crochet like the wind, they can't possibly sleep. I mean, I'm not a dead slow crocheter. I'm not fast, but I'm not dead slow. And it takes me forever to do anything. You know, I mean, some people say to me, oh, you crochet really quick. And I don't really, no. Yeah. Are you not going to make a blanket with it, Ian? I didn't make my niece those dishcloths. I'm terrible. Really am. I keep meaning to. But somehow or another, things seem to get in the way. I'm not a dishclothy type little thing maker. Oh, it makes you cough. Mohair used to do that with me. When mohair was fashionable, it was back in the 80s, I think it was, and everybody had. Jonah's doing tutorials now. He's a better man than me. That's one thing I will never do. I have got so much that arrived. Well, you've seen it, haven't you? So much that's arrived from hobby that I have to, you know, I haven't even gone into the craft room to tidy it. And now with Kelly homeschooling, that, you know, it's and Sue living in Scotland, I'm going to have to do it on my own, yeah. No, you'll never get me doing a tutorial. I'm too. I couldn't resist, Shan, that they had at the sale prices they had it at, the organic cotton. Oh, if you could see this room, Ian, it's just, oh, I just need somebody that's got a bit of OCD to come round and organise me for a little bit. I mean, I've got an excuse, really. I mean, my back does hurt, but that doesn't stop me from being lazy. I'm just not very good at planning my time. I've got all the time in the world, really, yeah. When I seen all what you tidied up, Shan, yeah. If you were closer, I could do with you. I can't go in it at the moment, Ian, because I'm using up this this hobby cotton first, yeah. I get sidetracked. Yeah, I get sidetracked doing crocheting. There's trouble when you're retired is there's always tomorrow. When I was working, you had to do it because you had a limited time. You knew that. You know, that was what you had. Yeah. From the door in, I can't put my feet in the door hardly. No, that's a lie. We did actually tidy the middle of the room. I can stand in the middle of it, yeah. Yeah. No, I can't afford to do any giveaways, sadly. I've spent the money. I need to get the money back, if you know what I mean. I can't afford to just give it away. You've entered, I don't enter any giveaways, yeah. Everybody's in America, and I always think, all right, Mika, we were like two old crocs together, except you're a young croc. What were you with your neck and me with my back, yeah? I know I took 2 pills before I came on here. I'm really thinking I should be taking some more, but it's not 4 hours. So I don't take any more. I've never won a giveaway either, Ian. Not that I ever go in. When they're abroad, I don't go in for them anymore because I always think, no, we've got to post it, yeah. Oh, my knees and back are not liking me either. Don't be rude, Nathan. Oh, good grief, you must be crazy, carrying 32 pounds of water. It's all right, he's removed it now. Oh, my knee's a total wreck, my knees. It's all right, he's removed it now. No, I've never won anything. Yes, I did hear about my scan. The doctor tried to fob me off by saying, oh, it's just a little cyst. You shouldn't be having so much pain with it because it's just a tiny cyst. And I'm thinking to myself, it's a good job she was on the phone and not in front of me. Because I'm thinking, yeah, just a little cyst. Yeah, the one that stabs me awake in the middle of the night and makes me want to scream. Anyway, I've got another appointment with another doctor on the 30th, so we'll see whether he's got anything better to offer me. I tell you, I'm sure they must think I'm a blooming hypochondriac, but the pain is real, people. Oh, Grace, I haven't watched Grace much. I don't know whether she watches mine or not, but I'm just not into that 5D painting lark, you know. I think it's either something that you're fascinated with or you're not, and sadly for me, I'm not. Other people find it really fascinating. Oh, hi, Evie. I mean, I wouldn't want to be bending over doing that business. I think it would really hurt my back. I used to love to do jigsaws. The cyst is on the outside of my lower leg, you know, sort of on your calf, but it's not round the back. She was trying to tell me it was cramp. And I'm like, no, I can tell the difference between cramp and the pain that, you know. I think they think, oh, she's a hypochondriac. Here she comes again. What's she going to whinge about today? I don't think they know what it is. It's a little cyst. And yet somebody else was talking to me and they were saying that they had a little cyst somewhere and it was blooming painful. I think it's on a nerve, to be quite honest. That's why it twings. I think it's sitting on a nerve, yeah. Oh, well, they picked the wrong one. I said, no, I'm not having that. I said, you might think it's a little cyst, I said, but I've had it for 2 years and you've not done anything for 2 years with it. I said, you're not the one waking up screaming in the middle of the night with it. It's not funny. But they're just so dismissive. That's how they've been for the last 2 years. So dismissive, you know. Oh, it's just a cyst. Oh, it's just this. It's been 4 or 5 different things already. Everybody I've seen has given me a different interpretation. But I do believe the cyst now because I had a scan. So we'll see. So I'm going to see a Dr. Wookie. Sounds like he comes from Star Wars, doesn't it? Dr. Wookie. Yeah, he's a Wookie. I thought she was pulling my leg when she said you need an appointment with Dr. Wookie. Yeah, Dr. Wookie. Except he spells it E-Y at the end, but it's Dr. Wookie. Yeah, I said to her, Wookie. I said, you mean like in Star Wars? And she went, no, Dr. Wookie. She wasn't a bit amused. He looks English, yes. They've got pictures up, you know, on the website, like for the surgery. And he does look English, yeah. Oh, Lady Jane was misbehaving, was she? She wants a smack bottom. Yeah, that's the way it's spelt, that Wookie, yeah. Dr. Wookie. Now, some people have some really inappropriate names, don't they? I mean, I once saw a web page where they'd got all these different names, you know, for people who are like undertakers, hairdressers, and things like that, and they'd all got appropriate names, if you know what I mean. Oh, excuse me, you don't see me yawning, do you? How many stitches am I supposed to do this decreasing to now? Oh, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 36 stitches I've got to go down to. I'm probably nowhere near 36 stitches, let's have a count. 2, 4, 6. Come on already. Yep. I've got to do 3 more. 3 more. Oh, I'm terrible at pricing. I always underprice. But I was trying to start to be more assertive. Whether I'll sell anything is another matter. But I'm trying to be more assertive with my pricing now. Because I was literally making nothing on anything. Oh, it's only half, I say half trebles, half double crochet. Yeah, I know I pay insurance, Nathan. I pay 20-something pound a month insurance. And it only really covers me for me seeing the doctor, seeing the dentist and having my teeth cleaned and any fillings. It doesn't cover me for any cosmetic work at all. Or even if I have crowns fitted or anything like that. It doesn't cover me for any of that. I mean, I feel at my time of life I should be on national health. There's nobody near me that does national health dentistry. We don't have anybody. They're all private. Hi, Designs by Jean. How are you doing? Well, I'll be back, yeah. Well, he's still coming back, isn't he? I should have had a brace when I was a little kiddie, but they never really did them back in the day. That's why my teeth are every which way. Why do I keep getting these? Yeah, I wish my teeth... Oh, he's still in an arm brace, dearie me, Jean. Ketchup chips? I like ketchup on my chips, but I've not had ketchup chips. Are they what we would call crisps? I don't think she's been able to do much crochet, have you, Jean? Not had those, no. I'm very boring with my crisps. I tend to just have plain ones. Or I don't mind cheese and chives, yeah. Oh, my sleeve's growing now. Sleeve's growing. My niece has got very long arms, so whenever I think I've finished, I never have, if you know what I mean. So that's what it is. I've done the sleeve. Well, I haven't done it yet. I've got a few more decreases to do. Well, my two teeth at the front broke in half. So that's why I've got such tiny, tiny little front teeth. And they won't do anything about it because they said the nerves are not exposed. And it's called cosmetic work. And if I had them replaced, because my jaws moved, they would not line up with the bottom teeth or something. I don't know. In other words, I'd have to have the top done and the bottom done to get them to all line up. So we're talking thousands here. So sadly, I'll have to stay with little teeth. Oh yeah, pom bears. Cost me more in shopping than it normally does because it's like, oh, that looks nice. Oh, they look nice. Oh, my dentist is money, money, money. You have to pay for everything. Nobody wants me because of national health, because I'm like old enough to get things done for free. So it's probably because she's like me, she nibbles on the wrong things, nature crafts. Yeah, I know they've got all these rules and regs, haven't they? Hang on, tell him when the computer's going to sleep. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm diabetic, but I'm more or less level at the moment, but I still push my luck. Eating a bit of chocolate now and again. I've only got to walk past a cake shop and I put weight on. Being diabetic first changed my lifestyle, and then I got sort of blasé about it. You know, you push your luck and you have your blood taken and you got away with it. So I went to a conference thing on diabetes, and they said, you know, it's okay to, you know, break the rules a little bit as long as you don't do it all the time. Obviously, if I was a bad diabetic, you know, my levels were really high. Yeah, I can't fast because of my blood sugars, yeah. Yeah, my levels are not perfect, but they're level. They're not. They don't go up. They don't go down. They're slightly high. Fasting is when you don't eat anything at all. But with Kelly's fasting for her Ramadan, she doesn't eat or drink. I couldn't do that. That's great, isn't it, getting older? Yeah. Oh, God. I couldn't fast at all. It's bad enough when I have to fast to go for my diabetic tests, you know. I mean, one time they gave me, oh, what's I haven't done that either. One time they gave me an afternoon appointment and I couldn't, I had to fast until the afternoon. I've got lipstick in the corner of my mouth. And, yeah, Muslims do it at Ramadan. I couldn't fast without water, no. Oh, I couldn't fast at all, sure. My niece went on a diet where you fast a day and then you leave a day. And you're sipping polluted tea. I think that's a misprint, is it? I really don't know, actually. I've never asked how diabetic Muslims do Ramadan. Unless they get waivers, because I know people who are ill get waivers. I know ladies are exempt at certain times of the month. And also I think pregnant ladies don't have to do it either. Or nursing mothers, you know. I think there's exemptions because of health reasons. I think the kids are teenagers, aren't they? I think that they make their own mind up, I think, when they get teachers. Yeah, I love ironing so much that I thought about it today. No, Kelly's the only Muslim in the family. Well, her and the sons. She done a video about it, I think it was yesterday, about how she reverted. They call it revert. We would call it convert, wouldn't we? She explains a little about why she converted. Well, it might be better than those Japanese things she used to eat. Some of those were really weird, weren't they? Oh, how nice, Pro Gamer. You're back here, Kelly. You're making Kelly type, aren't you? I was just saying that you'd made a video. Somebody was asking about fasting and things like that. And I said you'd made a video explaining a bit about your faith. Yeah, couriers might have been burning Nathan, you're right there. No, she doesn't eat snakes. It was these sweeties that were like in the shape of a snake. Oh, Barbie's boobs, they were really funny, weren't they? There was all these concoctions in these Japanese boxes. Oh, some that she had to mix up with water and put in the microwave, and they were absolutely weird. She was very brave. She used to taste them. Well, I'm on the TV. I'm on I wouldn't fancy snakes. Oh, a lollipop with a scorpion inside. I hope it was dead. I couldn't eat these crispy critter things that they do when they put cockroaches and stuff in chocolate. Well, they weren't as nice tasting, I don't think, as gummy worms. Oh, chocolate covered crickets. Oh, you wouldn't get me eating anything like that. That's pretty revolting, yeah. I'm going to eat a Yorkie. Chocolate is chocolate. It's got raisins and biscuits in this one. It's not Cadbury's, this one, is it? It's people who make Yorkie. I don't know. It's not Cadbury's. I can't find my glasses. Oh, there they are. Oh, God, no crickets. Oh, is it Nestle? See, now I've got to put my glasses on to see, because it's talking about the cocoa plant and everything else. What does it say? Yeah, Nestle. Yeah. Nestle. That's what it says, Nestle. Yeah, I love the race. They don't always have them. I put them on and I put no substitutions because normally they send me something else. And no, we don't eat the actual dog. It's not for women, I know, Yorkie, but I don't care. I'm a rebel. I'll eat chocolate that's meant for guys. My little Gigi's got a heart murmur. Poor little thing. And he's overweight, but of course, we all know that. Yeah, it's not for girls, isn't it? But everybody knew it was a joke. Yeah, he's been really, really quiet lately. I didn't know what was wrong with him. He's not been having any treats. I mean, I must admit, I do tend to give him a little bit of chicken out of a sandwich or something like that. It's because he's older now. They said that a lot of dogs, when they get older, have a heart murmur. But he's been so quiet lately. He just wants to sit down and sleep. I mean, on Saturday, not Saturday, Friday. Yesterday, all I did was nurse him all day. He's on antibiotics at the minute as well, because he's got a sore body. Yeah, all he wants to do is be nursed when he's with me. It's not that long since they had those Yorkie adverts, though, is it? I know, I find it hard to say no. I do try and limit, oh, bye, Danny. I do try to limit his eating. But I mean, it's so hard when he sits there with his little face, isn't it? I mean, you know, I try not to give him, he's still on the phone long distance. Ooh. Yeah, Gigi's he weighs 5.6 kilos, and yeah. But I mean, like, I try my best not to give him anything that he's not supposed to have. I mean, like, it's like I always think a little bit of tuna or a little bit of meat out the sandwich, you know. Try not to give him anything that's too. No, it was his body, his little body. So he's on antibiotics for that. I don't know how much Gigi's supposed to weigh. Well, they're talking about changing Gigi's diet to more like kibble. He has, you know, meat, wet food with me. Oh dear, Shan. Can we have a photo, please? I don't know. Where's Travis? Huh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that Trotters Canal boat that you put the picture of, yeah. Unfortunately, he won't see that picture because he's not on Facebook, is he? Yeah. I mean, Gigi's on some kind of a frozen diet, yeah. Oh, Kelly wouldn't take it like that, Shan. Kelly's got a good sense of humour. When I look at my hair sometimes, Kelly, I'm jealous. Now, they might take that the wrong way, Megan, and not even phone you at all. I know, but when it's not, I feel like I envy people who can tie those turban things and bandanas and look sort of sophisticated, and I look like I've got a bandage wrapped around my head. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of like floaty types. I suppose maybe look like hijabs, but I just wear them around my neck. I don't think there is a special thing. I think it's just the way you wear them, isn't it? I mean, like a lot of West Indian ladies and African ladies tie them all around their heads and wear turbans, and they actually look good. If I put a turban on my head, I look like I'm going to do the mopping or something, you know. I'm one of the cleaners. I don't know how people can look so sophisticated wearing a turban. I mean, I've tried even having crochet ones, knitted ones and stuff. And no. Yeah. I've got quite a lot of floaty scarves. I had a... Oh, God. Did you say a few choice words, Nature Crafts? I know I banged my head once. I opened the car door on the corner of my head, you know, the corner of the car door. Oh, God. That blooming hurt, I'll tell you. I should imagine it was hurting, yeah. My dad was bald and he always used to bang his head on. You know, when you have the boot open and there's like the thing that hangs down the part of the catch that goes into the bottom. And he used to always bang his head on that. And it was his car, he knew where it was. Oh, I can't wear a turban. I bought all kinds of fancy headgear and I just look like a duck in them all. Oh. My ex-husband used to say, and it's not a racist comment, by the way, that to wear a hat successfully, you have to be black. And he just meant that they've got the, I don't know, they just have, haven't they? You see a black guy, a black lady wearing something on their head and they look fantastic. And you put it on a white woman and she looks a mess, you know. And that is not a racist comment, by the way. It's just that they have a nice head to wear a hat. Yeah. Oh, dear. Why are they telling me that my Instagram has been updated in the background? I don't want to know. Oh, you had 4,000 pounds of hair. Oh, God, didn't it give you a headache? Oh, that's a lot of hair. A lot of hair. I mean, I moan about having thin hair, but I don't think I'd like it that thick. Yeah, you'd probably like skinny hair like mine. I'm the opposite. I tried to get more with my hair. I would love to have lots of hair. When I used to go to knit group, there was a girl there and she had the most fabulous long red curly like hair. She used to look like are they Raphaelite paintings, you know, where they've got all these long hair that's got this, when I say curls, it's more like that kind of a curl, yeah. Oh, hi Nightingale Crochet. And she had the most fabulous hair. loads and loads and loads of that, and she hated it because it's all natural curls. And I would have, oh, you always want what you don't have, don't you? She didn't like all these curls. She used to try and flatten them out. And I said, oh, no, don't do that. All right, Heidi. Nice to see you. Hope you come back next week, yeah? Oh, I would love curly hair and a bit more of it. There's me trying to comb the heck out of it just to get some hair. Night, Jane, if you're going. Night, night. Oh, I've never had extensions put in mine. Maybe I should. It's not horrible, Kelly. I have actually seen Kelly's hair. The only time I've had curls is when I had a perm and it went wrong. It just went like a big fuzz. It was horrible. Talk about out of condition and like all dry and frizzy. Now you would have to look at Kelly's photographs from a long time ago because she doesn't reveal her hair anymore. Yeah, my friends used to call me barrel head when I had that perm. It went. It was like the worst kind of afro. It was like. Yeah, it was so out of condition because it had been permed. You know, it was just like floss. It was awful. My hair's very thin. Well, you can see it, can't you? Very, very thin. Paper cuts are the worst kind of cuts. I'm sure if you've ever had one, you know what I mean. Especially when it's on the fingers of, you know, when you're trying to crochet. No, I can't say that my hair's thinned since I've been older. I've never had thick hair. As my mother used to describe me, much to my upset when I was a little girl. Oh, Janet's got such scrappy hair. Nothing like to instill confidence in a young lady, is there, when your mother tells you you've got scrappy hair, yeah. No, mine's gone thinner since I've hit the mental pause, you know. It was never very thick before, but I thought at one time I was going to be bald. You're still on the phone? Gosh, Miguel, what are you talking about now? Yeah, mine used to go really, really greasy. And in fact, it's going greasy now, just because I didn't have a shower this morning. And that's what it looks like because I didn't shower this morning. I thought I'd get away with it, you know, because I had a shower yesterday. I thought, no, I'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, don't wish for greasy hair. It's terrible. Yeah, you know, these people who say, Oh, you can leave your hair about a week before you need to wash it, or you wash it twice a week. Good grief. I'd look like I'd had my head in the fish fryer if I did that. Got terrible. I mean, you expect it when you're a teenager, don't you? But you don't expect it as you grow up. Even when I bleached my hair, you know, and I was a blonde, it still went greasy. How can you have bleached hair that goes greasy? Oh, you're back now after your long distance call. No, bleach doesn't dry my hair. I may have stopped bleaching it because it was falling out. You saw the ends of it, it's all. That's why I never wear it down. Why have I got two little eyes looking at me, Jane? You finally made it, Linda. Yeah, and I'm not even just about to go out. Yeah. Yeah, I watched. You only watch some stupid videos when you're watching something else and then it drifts off onto something else and you find yourself. They were plaiting this lady's hair who had very, very thin hair. They were plaiting it round so that she could have all these like extensions put in. And I'm thinking, God, what a lot of fuss. And they were putting a piece of mesh in the middle because she'd got like alopecia in the middle. And I'm thinking, my God, I wouldn't want to go through all of that. I'd stick a wig on. Oh, God, Dino. I wish I would go white. I honestly wish I could go white. No, mine was washed yesterday, and look at it today. Looks like it's never seen water. Oh, oh yeah, they know how to party, don't they? No, I would love to have white hair, even silver grey. But I dye it red because I'm fed up with the horrible colour it is. It's still very, very dark. It has some white streaks at the side. It's very, very horrible dark grey and brown. It's natural colour these days. It's still very, very brown, yeah. Yeah, my brother, just before he died, he was what, 9? He's been dead 3 years now, so let me think. 70. He would have been about 78, 79 when he passed. And he was only just starting to go grey, yeah. I want my hair to go white. I want to be white like my mum. I did. I decided to let mine go grey, but I had to give up because it wasn't going grey at all. It was just going a really weird colour. And everybody kept asking me if I was all right. Was I feeling okay? You don't look well. You look poorly. You look. So I went blonde for a while, and then when it started dropping out even more, I've gone red now. I just want to be white, and it's not going white. My mum didn't go white until she was well in her 70s, I would think. Yeah, purple dye comes out. You're like Kendra, she dyes her hair purple. I said to Minnie, shall I go purple? Shall I go red? She went, oh, no, red. Oh, I've got the grandchildren and the great grandchildren to prove it. Yeah, being blonde is harsh. I must admit I did like being blonde, but it was ruining my hair. So I had to say bye-bye, blonde hair. Yeah, I wouldn't put the red on it if I could be white. Or even a nice silver grey. My red fades. It's faded now. I've got some more dye. And I've got my shopping today. Yeah, I would love to be a natural blonde, but sadly I'm a dark brown. And I still am, and that's really sad. It's got bits of grey in it, but they're only like little strands. I keep saying to my niece, what colour is it? And she said, I hate to tell you this, but it's still dark brown. Oh, I can't imagine Kendra with green hair. I can imagine Candy Goth with different coloured hair. No, I was never a blonde even when I was young. I was born a redhead and then it went brown, like a mousy brown. Then it went dark brown. So my mum had 2 white streaks. I've got them on the sides. So even when her hair was dark brown for quite a long time. But she had the white streaks at the sides. Everybody used to say she had the melon streak. Oh, I would love to go to a crochet evening. But all the ones around here are knitting ones anyway. And they all just do amigurumis and stuff. Oh, hi, Laurie. They do amigurumis and things like that for fun. Not my kind of people. I know it sounds a bit snobby, but they're not. Hmm. Oh, I've got one more decrease to do. Yeah, my sister-in-law, when I met her, she was a gorgeous redhead. And she went white very, very quickly. I think a lot of redheads do, don't they? But she looks really good with it. She'd never coloured her hair, thankfully. But she did go a lovely colour, yeah. Yeah, fibro purple. I remember seeing you had the bathwater, didn't you, purple? Was that from your hair? Oh, I don't know where I would start one up. I can't have one here because Gigi go bonkers. And I don't know of anywhere else, that would let a crochet group start up. Because little cafes and that are a bit funny about you sitting there for hours and taking up the chairs. Yeah, or the library's a bit touchy because, you're a bit noisy, aren't you, really? Unless there was a room that was upstairs, not where the... Yeah, this behind me, it's a jacket. It's called the Granny Takes a Trip. It's a paid-for pattern on Ravelry. Yeah, I do talk, so they wouldn't have me in the library. Right, okay, Shad, we'll see you next week. Yeah. Yeah, we were noisy. Yeah, there was this, we don't have a senior crafters place or anything like that. You know, our libraries around here, it's one of those. Yeah, it's not so bad if there's only like the two of you. As long as you're buying coffee, that's great, isn't it? But when you get a group of maybe about 12 people, and you always get two of them that have only come with a couple of pounds in their purse, and they only buy one coffee, then we all get dirty looks all day because they won't buy any more, yeah. I used to meet up in a cafe one time, and I remember I was trying to teach people crochet. And I said, look, I'm teaching you for free, but the people at the cafe here are letting us have the table for free as long as you buy something to eat, something to drink. And they would sit there and I would have to kind of remind them, would you just buy a coffee or something? And then you get them going, oh, I don't want one. And I'm going, look, it's not the point. He's letting you use the cafe for free. I'm teaching you for free. And the least you could do is repay his hospitality by buying a coffee or buying something to eat. I used to get really cross with them. It's like they wanted to come on up for nothing and sit in a cafe. All right, Connie. Yeah, see you. Well, as long as you buy the water, Nancy, is it Nancy? Nature Crafts, yeah. As long as you're buying the water. Yeah, but if you're doing tap water, then, you'll get slung out the cafe. Oh, are you going, Mia? Yeah, people can be stubborn as well as tight, yeah. I mean, I felt like saying, right, if you're not going to buy a drink, you have to put £2 down on the table. Yeah. Well, none of us are rich, are we? An English pub, oh, you'd have a job to find a nice English pub. What have I been up to? I'm crocheting. Yeah, begrudgingly they would serve you tap water. But probably only if you're buying a meal or something. If you walked in off the street and said, can I have a glass of tap water, they wouldn't be um, very happy. What am I crocheting? I'm crocheting a cardigan for my youngest niece at the moment. On the sleeve. Oh, the new camera's awesome. It shows every wrinkle. I think it's rude when people go into a place like McDonald's and don't buy anything. I couldn't do that. Couldn't sit there. I had a friend who wouldn't buy anything. I used to be so embarrassed. All right, Victoria, goodbye. Hope to see you next week. Yeah, when we went anywhere, she wouldn't buy anything. It was very embarrassing for the rest of us. Yeah, the colours are lovely. It is a lovely clear camera, I will say that. Um, yes, a lot of the pubs around here have kind of changed. You know, they're not as nice as they used to be, and we used to get some nice food in pubs and that, but a lot of them have gone very whatever now. Yeah. The local community hall, I don't think we have one here. Can't think of one. We have a little old age pensioners place, but that's where I went to that knitting thing that was all old ears doing crafting, all making amigurumis. And all saying, "What are you doing for charity? What do you make for charity?" I thought, oh, God, I'm in the wrong place here. I'm in the wrong place. Mine is, it's just like a generic one. It really isn't a brand that you would know. I just got it off Amazon. I've never even heard of it, to be quite truthful. And yet, I've seen like loads and loads of them on Amazon. All look the same as mine and all got different names. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I suppose hiring it would be all right, but then you'd get the people who didn't want to pay. And so, like, it would be whoever was in it doing all the paying, wouldn't it? You always get the ones who will pay and the ones who won't. Yeah. We don't get any free cups of coffee. I mean, when my cousin came over from Canada, he kept saying a refill for the coffee. Well, he didn't realise that my dad had to pay for every refill he was having. Oh, I didn't like them. They made my hands all sweaty. They were weird. Oh, thank you very much, Raz. I probably will do. You're probably right. You think you're worrying me, dear? You're not. Yeah, don't worry me. Once you've worked in a job centre, Sean, it all rolls off your back. I find it quite funny, actually, that they want that they do that. Yeah. Well, I mean, at my age, who they could want to roofie me? Unless they wanted to get rid of me for the evening, get me to shut up and go away. Oh dear. I used to get hit on when I was younger, but usually by the people that were so drunk. I usually get hit on before they just fell over. Oh, thank you, Blue Belly. If you think you're worrying me, you're not, dear. Oh, yeah, you're just... Yeah, at least it... Yeah. I mean, wrinkled old bag is... Yeah, that's about fair, isn't it, really? At least there's nothing wrong with his eyesight or her eyesight. I always think the he's, because I never think that girls will be so... I don't know. I used to get hit on more when I was about 40. I don't know why, but when I was married, you know, and I used to think, oh, when I'm single, I'm going to get all these people. No, they used to hit on me more when I was married. When I was single, they just didn't want to know. It's like they wanted a married woman. Oh, I don't worry about that, Nathan. They don't worry me, dear. Right, I think I've actually finished. My decreases, I probably find that the sleeve's too long now. No, once I was on my own, all these people who'd been round me like, you know, bees round honey, they all vanished as soon as I was on my own. So much for my having a good time when I got divorced. I think they preferred me when I was married. Probably because they knew I wouldn't want them for anything serious, yeah. You know, they knew I'd be going home to my husband type of thing, yeah. All they wanted was a bit of fun. Then after I was divorced, all I got was the married man. Oh, I don't get hit at all now. Thank goodness. I get trolled. That's not the same. 17.5 inches. Yeah, I get these stupid people pretending they're in the army or something, wanting to befriend me on Facebook. They must think I'm daft or something like that. You know, it's like, you know, I don't know. Right. Continue without decreasing until the sleeve measures 17 inches. Well, I've got that far now. I think sometimes it's how you put it out. You know, if you sort of give out the vibes that you're interested. But I don't put any vibes out that I'm interested at all, because I'm definitely not. Yeah. Yeah, some ladies are very elegant, aren't they? I'm not elegant, I'm just me. I'm not putting on a face for anybody. Not at all. Right, 17. Make sure you are working with the wrong side row last. Well, I'm on the right side, so that's what. Oh, I'm not bothered. Don't want a fella now, don't want anybody. I mean, when I say I don't want a fella, people say to me, are you gay? I went, no, just don't want a fella or a woman. Just. Just not. Right. Right side, chain 2, turn. 1/2 double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, all the way across. That must be for the cuff. Yeah, I always get the younger ones, and They're not serious, I don't know. They're just messing about. So, all right, Miguel. I'm definitely a queen, am I? No, I just, like you get hit on by somebody young and you're thinking, oh, God, don't be stupid. I suppose there's some women who get flattered by it, don't they? And think it's wonderful that a young man, is paying them attention. But, yeah, I'd be thinking, oh, my God, yeah. You've got to see me without my clothes on, maybe if it goes that far. I'm like, no, no, no. Yeah, well, I've been on my own now. Well, I can't remember how many years. It's all right if your husband hits on you, but not if you're separated. No, I've been on my own now, must be about 15 years or so now. I'm too set in my ways. I like sitting here doing what I want. The house is messy. But that's because I'm a crafter, isn't it? There's not many crafters who've got tidy, tidy houses. Well, it's like that if you go to Turkey, they think everybody who comes from England's got loads and loads of money. So all these young Turkish lads are hitting on you, thinking that you're going to take them back to England with you or something stupid. Thought, little do you know. Poor as you might be, you've probably got more money than me. Just because I'm on my holidays, it doesn't mean I've got a lot of money. Oh, I haven't gone far with anybody for a long, long time. Well, these people are going, whoa, people are in Game of Thrones and stuff like that. I'm like, nah. I think if I'd have had a happy marriage, I might have decided I wanted another one. But being married put me off being married, if you know what I mean. I could not cope with having to wash other people's clothes and cook for them, and oh God, no. I'm up to the ribbing. Yay. Up to the ribbing now. Right side, chain 2, 1/2 double crochet all the way across. Right, okay. Yeah, most of the yarn seems to come from Turkey, even if you buy what you think of as branded yarn. It's from Turkey. Oh, I don't. This is hard. Oh, this is hard going around there. Blimey, alright, this is more difficult than I thought. Yeah, I love when men barbecue. They take all the credit for it, and the woman's done all the prep work and done everything else. And everybody goes, oh, aren't your husband lucky? He barbecues for you. You're the one who's washed all the plates and chopped up all the meat and done everything. No, you're lucky. A lot of men want everything prepped for them. This is not working out, this. I keep skipping trebles because I'm not sure what I'm going round here. Right, let's try again. It's really hard to start doing rib, you know, around half double crochets on the row below. Oh, yeah, a lot of them are. You think you're buying yarn from wherever, and it's all either come from China or Turkey or somewhere. Yeah, it's like me. I could sit there in my dressing gown and my nightie all day if I feel like it. Scares the postman a bit, but who cares? Oh, this is just... Oh, it's just not working at all. I think I'm going to do a row of trebles. Yeah, the yarn was nearly all made in the UK. I did used to get some French yarn when I sold Filda and stuff. I'm going to do a row of trebles because I can't do the front post and the back post round half trebles or half double crochets in the UK, in the US, I mean. My mailman is used to be looking like death warmed up. Yeah, I don't mind doing the half double crochet. I just couldn't get my yarn around it, you know, to do the front post, back post, yeah. I don't know. It's probably because it's cheaper, maybe, Nathan. They've got the expertise, yeah. Oh, we don't have anything like you have. We don't have any Michaels and things like that. Ours is all little wool shops, and little wool shops are top price. Especially this hand-dyed stuff, you know, £20 a skein is nothing. Yeah, I'm a great fan of Susan Bates hooks. I'm one of the ones with the... I like these because they've got the bamboo handle, but they've also got the thumb plate. I can't crochet on anything that's not got a thumb plate. I've bought all different kinds of yarns, of hooks. I've been donated different hooks. I've even had a furls hook donated to me. And I can't use it. My hairbrush decided to grab my yarn. Yeah, I like a long hook because it's, you know, it's the way I crochet, it's the way it sits, yeah. Somebody gave me a furls, yes, they did. All right, Barbara. Yeah, and I couldn't use it. It was heavy. It was like weighted. Oh, hi, Patricia. Yeah, I've got a tulip one as well that somebody gave me. And I've also got a light up one that somebody gave me. I'm very popular. No, they're just bulky, the furls. They're just, I don't know. I've only got one, man, and it was a big one. And I've got some hooks very similar to the one that you've got, Miguel. set of hooks and I can't use those because they don't have a thumb plate. All right, Laurie. Am I saying goodbye to you and you're not going? When people say goodbye, I get confused. No, I didn't like the light up ones, probably purely because they were plasticky. No, my yarn got stuck round my hairbrush. Right, let's see if I can get this rib to do it properly now. Right, let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to do front post, back post. I try all different kinds of hooks, but yeah, I thought the light up hook would be great when it was a bit dark, you know, in here. But no. Well, the Addy hooks, yeah, I don't like them either. I've had Addy hooks, gave them away. I had a set of those like swing hooks and gave them to Sue. And I don't think she could use them either. We've all got our funny little ways, haven't we? I just wish you could try before you buy. No, I had some glasses that were light up at each corner. No, I just didn't like my Addy hooks at all. And I don't like those ergonomic ones, the ones with like the swing hooks. No, I don't like the clover, the ones with the flat handles, don't like those. Gave those away. I'm a dab hand at giving my hooks away. You got a phone call. I don't know. I've not made any blankets, so I don't know what they would cost you. Yeah, everybody's got their own preferences. I mean, I've said that many times in my videos that it doesn't really care. It doesn't matter whether you've got expensive hooks or cheap hooks. If you're happy with the way that you can crochet with them, and that's the main thing. And I wouldn't let anybody put you off, you know, by saying, oh, you've got to have this, oh, you've got to have that hook. Oh, you must try these. I mean, all those that are made with driftwood and metal on the end. I mean, who wants to pay £37 for a hook? Might be nice hooks, and maybe you like, you know, but what happens if you pay like £37 for a hook and you don't like it or you can't use it? You know, it's a blooming waste of money, isn't it? Well, this is not going in. I crochet really badly with big hooks anyway. I'm not very good with big hooks. You know, some people do massive hooks, don't they? Like on double knitting, and they go through everything like a you know, a dose of salts like, and I can't. I get on better with smaller sized hooks. Yeah, I've always said, if you find a hook you like, then stick to it. Doesn't matter what people say. Yeah, I've still got some arrow, which I do like and I do use from time to time. Yeah, Millwoods were very similar, but they weren't quite as good as the Aero. Yeah. Oh dear. She's been fighting, or has she just got a nosebleed? Oh, oh dear me! It's only 11:30, and I'm already yawning my little head off here. Can't take the pace. Oh no, Miguel. Was it the phone call that gave you a headache or something else? Oh, can't stop yawning. I did this the other week, didn't I? And I couldn't stop yawning. Right, let's see if I've got any more coffee left. Oh! I like working with cotton. Mm. Yeah, I still got some Aero hooks and some Millward hooks. Yeah, still got them. Not keen on the pony hooks though. They're not as good aluminium. They don't slide like the Aeros do. I always used to use Aero, but that's what we used to sell in the shop. So obviously I used to use Aero hooks. Yeah, I never know what to do with a nosebleed. I've just had a few in my life, but it was very scary when it's go whoosh. You think, oh, I'm dying. No, they weren't. I didn't like the feel of them, Miguel. They were like weird, and they made my hands sweat. They're like made of weird. I don't know what you call it. It's like a silicone stuff. It's just strange. You know, they were too tight when I was putting them on. You know, they're not going on. They're like weird, can you see? They look like the things you put on your heels when you've got cracked heels. So, and then they were too tight. Nearly cut my wrist in half when I put them on. So, no, I was not impressed. I never wore them long enough. See what I mean? They're cutting in my wrist. Maybe if you have slimmer hands, they might be okay. Yeah, but look at how they're gripping. They're gripping my wrist too tight. And I don't like the feel of them. They just made my hands sweat like mad underneath. So, no, I'm afraid this is another one of my failures. They're creepy to wear. It's like, you know, almost like those masks, you know, that people put on. Oh, I hate this. They were miles too small. Kelly's got tiny hands. Perhaps she can wear them. Now I've lost my hook. It's floated on the floor somewhere. Oh, there it is. No, I think I could honestly say that they were a mistake. Maybe Kelly's got very, very tiny hands. So maybe she can, it might be some good to her. I don't know whether she's got arthritis in her hands or not. But they're certainly too tight for me. Felt like they were. Yeah, they remind me of those like silicone, that's what it reminds me of, silicone. I don't find most of the those pressure gloves too tight. In fact, one pair I've got is actually too loose. But they were just weird, and my hands were so wet through and sweaty underneath them. God, stuff like that would be all right for a corset, wouldn't it, to make you sweat all your excess fat off. No, I definitely won't be wearing them. No, I can honestly say I've never found any crochet hooks. Never find any yarn at our charity shops. Well, like, they're a bit like thrift shops, but we call them charity shops. I wasn't particularly squeamish unless it was my own child. You know, if my child had something wrong, it's sort of different, isn't it? You know, when your kid comes in spurting blood from somewhere or other, and you're like, oh no. Oh, my leg has started to twinge. Oh, how nice. No, our local thrift shops never have any yarn. I often think that some of the old dears who work in there must knit or something. They snaffle it all before it gets to the shelf. And they never have any crochet books or anything like that. And they're second-hand books. No, my son was always bashing himself on something. Well, hello, Jenny. Where have you been? Your 5D painting, oh, go away. You know how much I love 5D painting. It's all right, she knows me. She knows how much I don't like it. Oh, you're feeding your brother? What to, the lions? Don't you dare send me any 5D paintings. I'm telling you, you'd be off my friendship list. I can unfriend you, you know, Jenny. I can put you on block. Yeah, the only thing I want from you is that Paddington Bear book so I can read it for Lucas. That's the only thing I want from you. Oh, no, I couldn't do it, Nathan. It's all this bending on the neck bit and all this hand business. I couldn't do it. I used to love doing jigsaws, but I had to stop doing them because they made my neck hurt too much. Because I found I was bending over. Yeah, I have to stand back and do when I'm crocheting because otherwise I'm bending my back too much. Yeah. I don't think I could be an EMT or anybody in the ER, but don't you dare, Miguel. You'll get blocked as well. You know how much I hate those things. Everybody's doing this to torment me tonight. Why are you tormenting me tonight? I'm not screaming with my own stuff. anything to do with me, you know, any whatever. I'm quite au fait with that. It's just I don't like seeing my child, you know, if he's done something to himself, which he frequently did when he was little. He was always coming in with his finger hanging off or something. Nah. God, here we go. Hospital job again. In the end, we didn't bother taking him with broken fingers. We just used to strap him because that's all they did when he went to hospital. So we used to put a lollipop stick in and strap his fingers. Oh, shh, don't say things like that. Our Ian was terrible for breaking anything. I think he's broken everything, really. He's had stitches in his head, stitches in his arm, stitches in his leg. He's broken fingers, broken toes, broken legs, broken wrist. I think he broke a rib as well. Yeah, it's no point with toes and fingers because they don't do anything with them unless they're dislocated. If they're dislocated, then, you know, they have to have them put in back in stockage again. But no, I don't do well with that either, Miguel, having to mop up after my child. My child was a projectile vomiter when he was little. So I had enough of that. Yeah, I've still got a broken finger there. It hurts me sometimes. It's swollen. You can see it's swollen and it's a bit bent. It got stuck in a taxi door. Well, kids are great, aren't they? They don't say I feel sick. They go, whoop. They must know they're going to be sick, but they don't tell you. A bit like drunks, really, aren't they? Oh, you made it in time, did you? Just about? Yeah, you're fine. Not going just yet. No, you're all right. No, mine was always breakages and stitches when he was little. They knew us by first name terms when we went to the hospital. It was like, oh, it's Ian again. What's he done now? Hi, Linda. How are you doing? How's your sofa? Woo! Linda is settling in her new apartment. And she's got a new sofa. Woo! I bet it feels lovely, doesn't it, Linda? Being able to sit on a sofa and watch your TV. Luxuries of life. It's things like that. When we first moved in here, we didn't have a sofa. And it was awful. Yeah. I was pregnant at the time when we moved in here, and not having a sofa and having like to sit on the floor or something. It wasn't really good. So when our sofa arrived, we moved in the August and we didn't get our sofa until the week before Christmas, and that was only because I cried down the telephone at this guy. No, it's been in the flask, so it's not too bad. A coffee. Yeah, I cried down the phone at the bloke at the furniture store and said, "You can't make me have no sofa for Christmas." I said, "And I'm 8 months pregnant. I've got nothing. I keep having to sit on the floor." Anyway, he rushed up my order through, and yeah, so I did get a sofa in time for Christmas and in time for my son's birth, thankfully. Can you imagine trying to deal with a brand new baby when you got no sofa? It was very embarrassing when people came round and we're sitting on like old chairs. You can't exactly get comfy on a kitchen chair, can you? Right, let's see how long this is for my niece. She's got long arms, like an orangutan she has. Long, slim arms. Whereas I've got little fat chunky ones that don't go very far. When I measure these sleeves, I think, oh, they're way too long. Way too long. No, they're measuring 19, so I think they're probably going to be right for her. I wasn't too bad when I was a kid for breaking anything and stuff like that. But I was always getting things, tonsillitis, measles twice, chicken pox, Every time I went back to school, I was back again with something. My mother said germs must have gone, she's back at school. Let's get her. I think I missed a whole year once at school, more or less, because I was out so many times. Luckily, it was when I was about 4, maybe 5, so I didn't miss a lot of what you call schooling. But I was never there at one stage. Oh, my niece. No, not this teeth. This is the other niece. This is the one who's mummy to 2 kids, yeah. She's the one who lives in London. No, my other niece is the one I'm waiting for the blue cotton for to finish her cardigan. I've done the back, 2 fronts, and 1 sleeve. Okie dokie. We'll see you in a bit when you're taking Christine out. Yeah, I didn't have to do that. They just attracted me. I mean, I must admit, when my son was little, I put him in with everybody who had mumps, and he never got the mumps. He must have a natural immunity to mumps. Oh, snap, Patricia. Mine's been broken 4 times as well. 3 times by accident and once by the hospital. Oh, I had everything when I was a kid. Scarlet fever, scarlatina, chickenpox, measles twice, German measles, mumps, you name it, I had it. Yeah, that could have been embarrassing there. Yeah, yeah. I mean, touching wood, I've not broken, apart from fingers and toes, I've not actually broken anything major. Says that now. I'm absolutely terrified of when I fall. I'm terrified of breaking something. Um, yeah, I was poorly with scarlet fever and scarlatina. Yeah, one of my dad's sisters died with scarlet fever. They did back in the day because they didn't have the antibiotics and stuff. I'm not sure whether to say hello back to you. Yeah, scarlatina is nearly as bad. I don't know what the difference is between scarlet fever and scarlatina. But I had them both, anything. Oh, I had whooping cough as well. I've had that. My son had whooping cough too. I had to take him up to the top of a great big hill to get him some fresh air. Whooping cough. Croup, he's had croup, yeah. Febrile convulsions, he's had those as well. Oh, he's had all sorts of things. Well, it might be extinct now, nature crafts, but like I'm talking what, 50 odd years ago. I mean, there was polio when I was a kid. Still had polio knocking about. Kids in iron lungs and things like that. I mean, fortunately, I never caught polio, thankfully. None of my friends that I knew did. Although there was a kiddie in our class that had to wear a big caliper. I think he must have had polio when he was little. No, my big thing when I was little was tonsillitis. My mother took me everywhere to get my tonsils took out, but no, they never took them out. I had them taken out when I was 55. My son's the same. He gets terrible tonsillitis. Yeah, I had scarlatina. But I was only little, so I didn't know what scarlatina was. I got chickenpox twice. I think it was chickenpox I had twice, or was it measles? No, it was measles I had twice. And then I had German measles. Whichever, whatever different German measles is to measles, I have no idea. But I got it all. But they didn't inject back then for, kids just got these childhood whatevers. You didn't inject for anything like that. But Harry got the injection for measles and stuff, and he still got them. But they say they don't get them severe. But he did. Yeah, the one thing that annoys me about people coming into the countries, we'd eradicated like TB in the UK. And now, unfortunately, it's coming back, it's TB. And there haven't been any cases of it for years. Oh, I didn't have rheumatic fever, but my cousin did. It left him with a bad heart. Sadly, he died earlier this year. It left him with a very weakened heart when he had rheumatic fever. I mean, they didn't find out about his weakened heart until he was older, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I don't remember ever having rheumatic fever. I've done a sleeve. I've got one sleeve. Can't try it on because it's not stitched up. If it smells too long for me, it'll fit her. Yep, it is. Yeah, my mum, her family didn't lose anything to any diseases. They must have been hardy creatures. But my dad's family, they lost a boy and a girl with childhood diseases. Things like, I think one was scarlet fever and I don't know what the other one was. But they were quite innocuous little children's diseases that they died from, yeah. Back in the day, they didn't know how to treat things, did they? Yeah, my mum was one of 16 children, and none of them didn't lose any of theirs. Rubella, that's measles, isn't it, rubella? That's what we used to call measles anyway. Yeah, I mean, polio was eradicated, or allegedly so, years and years ago. I mean, my dad used to work in a TB hospital when we lived in Wales. And they used to send kids out there and that, and they used to sleep out in the open air. They had waterproof, like, big sheet things over the top of them. And used to push them out onto like a veranda. They'd be out there in the rain and the snow and everything, because they believed that the cold weather used to clear the TB away, the germs. I mean, there's no such thing now as the TB hospitals, but I can remember. And it's funny because one of my friends, she got married to a lad who'd had TB. And he'd actually been in this hospital that Dad used to work at. And he worked in the laundry. Oh, yeah, he was cured, yeah. Oh, they used to believe that, shove them outside in all weathers. I mean, I used to go and visit my auntie because she lived on the grounds of this hospital. And we used to go and visit her. And you'd see them there with snow on the covers. You know, they were like a tarpaulin, I think they used to put over the beds, you know, to stop them. They used to put them out on the veranda. It was pouring down with rain. They used to put them out there. And snow on the top of them. And I used to think, oh, God. I don't think anybody actually died of TB over there. I think they cured them, yeah. I think I never had my TB shot. I was missing at school. And they told me that I had to get it done with a GP, and I never did. So I've never had the TB vaccine yet. Hi, Magali. Yeah, they used to shove them on a balcony to cure polio, cure TB. Yeah, I had my tonsils out when I was 55, I think, 53, 55, something like that. My throat used to close over and I couldn't breathe because I have a very narrow throat, apparently. So, hi, Brittany. You're late, are you? All right. Well, my mum took me everywhere to get my tonsils took out when I was a kiddie. Nobody would take them out. Same with my son. I hiked my kid everywhere to get his tonsils took out. He's still got them now and he's 50. And he still gets terrible, terrible sore throats with them and tonsillitis all the time. But they won't take them out. I was exposed to TB when I worked at the job centre. This woman came in and she was coughing and spluttering and carrying on, and I said to her, I don't think you should be signing on. I think you need to go and see the doctor. And when she'd gone, I said, I'm sure she's got TB. You know, so I went and washed my hands and did everything like that. And when she came to sign off, her signing off card said she got TB. I thought, I knew it. She was an immigrant as well. Just come over. I was trying to think where she was from. Oh, you gave your stray kitty some din-din. No wonder he's still with you. Yeah, I never had. I mean, loads of people my age group have got this massive big, you know, like a big dint in their arm. You know, that from the TB vaccine. I thought, I don't want that. It was like a load of needles, wasn't it, that went in? It wasn't just one, it was like a load that went in. And they had this huge, huge thing that came up. I think they probably can now, Jane, yeah. I like the way you say, are you still crocheting grannies? I've got visions of you sitting there shaping a granny, you know. Oh dear. You know, like doing amigurumi of a granny. You're from Japanese, are you? Yeah, my dad had to have a test when he was working at the TB hospital. And he had a violent sort of reaction to it. And they said, you've been exposed to TB before? And he said, yeah, because he used to work, he was a butcher. And it was when there was all the TB in the cows and that, you know, before they did this TT herd testing. And before this started, you couldn't sell your milk straight from the farm like they used to. Well, I mean, I used to drink the milk straight from the farm. So maybe I'm TB immune as well. And but when Dad used to slaughter cows that could have been TB or whatever. Yeah, but it's, the 6 needle thing is the thing that leaves the big scar into it. Yeah, so definitely a whistle, I think there, yeah. Could be a Japanese whistle. I'll leave it to you, Sean, because we all know you like the treats. Oh, you learned how to do granny squares. I see, Lisa. I had visions of you doing little grannies in amigurumi. Have you been reading the side of a sweetie bag packet again, Sean? Yeah, I have my flu vaccine every year. I know people say that, oh, it makes me poorly, it makes me ill, or it gives me the flu. It doesn't with me. It doesn't have any effect on me, except it obviously keeps me from having the flu. Because of my breathing difficulties and the fact I have to have a CPAP machine, I've been having the flu jab, you know, since way back when. And it must work, because I say I've never had the flu. Touch wood, never had it. Yeah, I don't know whether to start the other sleeve or not. Look at that sleeve, it looks huge, doesn't it? But she's got very long arms. Very long arms. When we went to was it Woolfest? There was all these little people, whatever they were, and they were there in a rocking chair. I think it was more like needle felting, I think they were. Oh, they fascinated me. There was a little old dear there in a rocking chair. Yeah. You're going to make it one day, Sean, when G's grown up, yeah? No, I've never even had a sore arm or anything. It's just like it never. Um, but I mean, it's supposed to be a dormant strain that they give you. You're not supposed to be ill with it. I never have been, but I know some other people have said, "Oh, I've been terribly poorly with it," but I never. I never was. No. Yeah, I've never even had a sore. I've never had anything. I don't know whether that means it's a good thing or a bad thing. Kelly gets a lot of walking pneumonia and things like that. That cough of hers worries me to death. The GP doesn't seem all that worried about it, but yeah, they always say it's a dormant virus that they put in the flu jabs, don't they? But I mean, they have to change the injection every year because the flu alters, doesn't it? The strain of the flu changes every year or something. I've had pneumonia a couple of times. Yeah, it's deactivated, so they say. That's what I mean, is that's why there shouldn't be a reaction. Oh dear. You have been through the ringer, haven't you, Miguel? But after brain surgery, I believe it's not common, but it can happen after spinal surgery. I know I keep saying that to Kelly, that she's got asthma, but her GP's about as useless as mine, I think. Yeah, she coughs and coughs. It's worse when you see her in real life. She really coughs. And if she starts coughing when she's on Ramadan, she can't even have a drink of water. Or suck a sweetie or something like that, yeah. I do. I've got allergenic asthma. If I go from the hot to the cold and things like that, I'll start to cough. No, Kelly's not stubborn. Her GP's flipping stubborn. The number of times she's been back with this cough to a GP, and she's not even had a chest X-ray. At least they should find out if she's got anything or she's got asthma or something. When something starts her off coughing, she's terrible. She coughs and coughs and coughs. Yeah, I think she needs an inhaler or something. Well, they could try with an inhaler, for goodness sake. They thought you had Ebola. That's nice. That is kind of a deadly disease, isn't it, Ebola? So they put you in quarantine, did they, Miguel? Yeah, she's not even had an X-ray. I mean, when I was diagnosed with asthma, I didn't have an X-ray or anything. They just diagnosed me. Do the puffer test and, lungs tests, breathe in and out and all that, and then I got an inhaler. Mine's not asthma as in everyday asthma, thank goodness. Mine's just an allergenic. I don't know, Miguel, I don't know whether she could do that. I think we don't have the same GP, Kelly and I, but I think they seem from the same in tune. Kelly's sort of got the impression that they think she's a bit, hypochondriac or something. But she's definitely not, because I sit there listening to her coughing. No, I don't do hellos, thank you. I hate it when people come in saying, can you subscribe to my channel? I never do that. Never go on anybody else's channel saying, oh, by the way, I've subscribed to you. Can you subscribe to me? I hate that when people say that. Hello, Nature Crafts. Hello. Yeah, my son suffers dreadfully with G, it's time to go to bed. Your mummy says so. Time for little boys to be in bed. I'm feeling very wrinkly today after looking at my video. It's a HD camera, it's a beautiful camera, but it's very unflattering. Has he taken any notice though, Shao? Yeah, when Kelly starts to cough, she cough, cough, cough. She looks as though she's going to pass out because she can't get her breath. I mean, normally she'll have a drink, but when it's Ramadan, she can't. I mean, my son, luckily, has learnt to control his asthma. So it's very, very rare he goes into... It's only like a couple of times when he's gone so bad we've needed extra medication, if you know what I mean. Yeah, mine's kind of an allergy-induced asthma. Things set me off, like strong perfume, strong aftershave, things like that. Yeah, aerosols, yeah. Oh my goodness, it's stuck you in quarantine. Goodness gracious. Quarantine, oh dear. I suppose I'd be all right in quarantine if I had my crochet. Yep, 12:15. Yeah, Rebecca, you're right there. They asked for a shout out. They're not coming in here. Yeah, my son's got allergic. He's actually allergic to dogs, would you believe, even though he's had like 3 of his own dogs. Yeah, well, my son was diagnosed with asthma. He got it when he was little, and I kept going to the doctors with him, but of course it had passed over. And he said to me, bring him when he has an attack. Anyway, it was in the days where you didn't have appointments. You used to go into the GPs and like wait till it was your turn. Anyway, I went rushing into the doctors, and he was and look at the woman whose turn it was, says, go in now, take my turn. She said, it's a baby. Anyway, the doctor looked at him and said, oh yes, he does have asthma. So I was really thankful that a lady let us go in. Thankfully, I've never had meningitis. It's one thing I wouldn't want to have. It's not nice, I presume. Ooh. Yeah. I wouldn't want anything too drastic like that. I think it's awful when you see these little kiddies who've had, this meningitis and things, and They lose their arms and their legs. It's just, oh. No, I've never had meningitis, thankfully. One thing that passed me by. Glad to know. I've had bronchitis and pneumonia and stuff like that. Potts puffy tube, I've not heard of one of them. Presume you had it removed, eh? Yeah. Now I'm going chilly again. I'm not putting my sleeves on again. Oh, just put it on my shoulders. Yeah, I believe it's, I won't say it's common, but I've heard of that happening before. They're always very, very careful. When I watch these brain operations on the TV, they're always really, really careful and hoping that they don't get meningitis. Because it is quite common, unfortunately. Oh, you tumour ate up bone. Have you got bone missing on your forehead? No, thankfully. Oh, you have. Hope you've got a fringe, bangs, whatever you call them in America. Cover it up. Gigi is at home with his parents, having his antibiotics and trying to get better. I've no doubt have a little patient on Monday. A little cuddly. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, like I say, thankfully I've got nothing. Oh, he wants to be baked. I had to nurse him more or less the whole of Friday. I nursed him. That's all he wants, to be cuddled. When he's not well. He's just a big softy when he's not well. How much does he weigh? He weighs 5.6 kilos, which is far too much for his little size. I'm not sure how much that is in English, but hi, Marva. I don't know where Trev is. We presume he's in the pub. I should have sent him a message earlier. I'm not sending him one now. Wasn't he going away at some time or other with his family? I don't know when he was going away. He mentioned earlier in the years that he was going on holiday with his family, wasn't he? With his sister and his nephew, I think. Their family. Right, let me see what 5.6 kilos is. Mm-hmm. 5.6 kilos. 5 in pounds. 12 pounds. So yeah, that is chunky for him. I don't know what his average size should be. Chihuahua weight. Oh, he's supposed to be 3 kilograms. Oh my goodness me. He should weigh less than 6 pounds, and he's 12 pounds. But he's quite a big chihuahua, he's not a little baby one. Yeah. Yeah, he's supposed to be like about the biggest he's supposed to be is 6 pounds, so he's twice the weight he's supposed to be. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes, you'll have to go on a diet, Gigi. Oh dear. Trying to move it. Oh, that's it. Move it over. Yeah, he weighs 5.6 kilos, so that's twice what he should be weighing. Mm. He is a big chihuahua, though. He's not a tiny little chihuahua. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how old Gigi is. I think he's about 6. I'm still looking for photographs of my mum and dad. For my son and daughter-in-law are making a wall, like a family wall. They've got pictures of everybody, but they've not got pictures of my mum and dad. And I don't know where my photos are. I've got piles of the photos. And they must be all together because I can't find any of them, so they must be all together. Your Chai Weenie weighs 8 pounds. Well, Gigi apparently weighs 12. 5.6 kilos is 12 pounds. Dear me. That's a bit of a fatty, isn't it? Yeah. Your brother has a family halfway. What, halfway where? Yeah, it does mean behave, you're right. I'm just trying to work out what Linda means with your brother has a family halfway. Oh, pictures up and down both walls. I've got somewhere like a decal that's like a tree. I think you're supposed to put your family pictures on there. But it's not gone up yet because I've never had the wall painted. All right, Dee. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to everybody in America. We've already had ours over here in the UK. Who's going now? Oh, Dee's going. Right, bye, Dee. Night. Well, you're lucky if somebody's making you dinner, Nature Crafts. I was actually. I think, Nathan, I think you're right there. It was going to be a drift. Whereas Isaac, I don't know. He's not been on, has he? He's not been on tonight. We've got no Trevor. We've got no Isaac. We've got no, what's he called? Brandon. Brandon's not been on. Ian's gone quiet. I think he's fallen asleep. Oh, dear. When it gets to this time of night, I start going, bump. Here we go, Janet's falling asleep. Yeah, Browner's not been on, has he, tonight? He doesn't come on all the time anyway, does he? Oh my goodness me, here we go. Sleepy time, sleepies. Get some water. Your night's just beginning. My night's ending. It's 12:30. So I'm sort of going to be a little bit, ooh. I did snack. You must have missed it, Miguel. I had my pom bears, and then I had my Yorkie with raisins and biscuit. Yeah. You've been eating peanut M&Ms? Don't like peanuts. That used to be my dread when we used to have these mixed bags of things. So I would bite into a peanut one. Oh. So you're in company and you have to go try and spit it out because I can't stand peanuts. You got roast chuck, have you? Have you eaten anything, or are you going to receive it till tomorrow? $25p each. Oh. Apple, orange, and strawberries. Huh. I had melon before my dinner today. Honeydew melon. Well, hopefully it'll be all right tomorrow, Sean. Yeah. I've got a roast beef dinner, but it's one of those ready meals. So that's the only way I get my roast beef dinner. I don't think we do, Miguel. I don't remember seeing any. Got the chicken. Oh, mushy peas. I love mushy peas. Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to sleep, Nathan. You're right there. I think it is time for nighty-night for Jan. I know I'm going. I felt myself drifting then. Yeah, you did almost lose me. I nearly went to sleep. I could feel myself going. Oh, when I get to this stage of the evening, Linda, there's no help. I just have to go. I have sleep apnea, if you don't know, Linda. So when when I get that stage, I just don't. I don't go to sleep. I sort of like pass out. Yeah. The reason I'm so tired is I've just stopped doing the crocheting because I don't want to start the other sleeve. So I'm going to have to say good night to everybody and thank you all for your company. And this little girl is going to... Oh, you're saying hello, Mary, just as I'm going off. Late to the party again. Yeah. Yeah, I need to take my medication and get to sleep. Well, thank you all for your company tonight. It's been a nice evening, and hopefully I'll see you all next week. So bye, Linda, Mary, everybody. Sorry you only just arrived, Mary, but night, Nathan, night, Jean, night, Miguel, night, Rebecca, and oh yeah, go and do the heavy mummy. Oh gosh, everybody's saying goodbye. Goodbye, everybody, anyway. And I'll see you all hopefully next week. Yeah. So bye, everyone. Bye.